Hi everyone, I'm Maddie.
And I'm Amber.
And we're Witches Talking Tarot. And today we're going to be discussing Beltane.
Yes.
I want to say this is one of my favorite holidays.
You do talk about it a lot.
I do love Beltane.
You do.
It's also May Day, right?
It is.
It's May 1st.
It is May Day. Yes.
Oh my god, my pin's open. I'm drawing all over. Y'all, has that ever happened to you where you've got your pin open and you're just like swinging your pin around, not even paying attention?
There's a page back here because I use pencil instead of pen. There's a page back here where I had to erase a bunch of pencil marks.
Right, because you're just not even...
I didn't realize.
Thank God it wasn't on my pants or something. Oh my gosh. Anyway, so this holiday is also known as May Day. And so, one of my first thoughts with Beltane and May Day is the Maypole.
Yes. Oh, absolutely.
I love that, which is where it was maidens, right? It was a symbol of fertility or just children?
I don't think it's just children. I don't think it's just maidens. I think it's anybody who wants to participate, specifically if you want to be involved in the fertility rites. But that said, there's probably in this particular culture, it's always children. In this particular culture, it's always married maidens. This one, it's always maidens wanting to get married.
Right.
I didn't actually look into that, but I would assume that is probably very likely because you do see in some places that it's a bunch of kids, but really it's a fertility rite. And if you remember, at the Beltane celebration we went to together, I opted out because my kids are all teenagers. And I kept my kids out because they're all teenagers, and I didn't want to deal with them.
I did the Maypole, and I think I got pregnant. Was it the next year?
The next year.
The next year, yeah. So it works, guys.
Yeah, and it's a lot of fun. And so the thing with the Maypole, for anybody who's not familiar, it's a pole, and it's got lots of different pastel ribbons coming off of it, and one person will hold on to one ribbon, another person onto another, so forth and so on. And they go around the Maypole in a specific dance pattern so that the ribbons go in a specific way.
Knot.
Yes, it does. It creates a beautiful pattern of weaving.
Such an intense knot spell. Because by the time it's done, it's all woven. The spell is woven.
Yeah, with all these intentions and all these different energies involved. And all these different colors provide, because I practice a lot of color magic, so each color it gives its own intention into that as well, and using the pastel colors and the soft and the fertility colors, it all really goes in hand.
Well, Beltane has a special place in my heart because my mother-in-law found out I was found out I was pagan because I had posted Happy Beltane, right? And that bitch. Sorry, I know she's not listening. She Googled that. And I Googled Beltane. And you know what pops up? People in fiery red paint having a huge orgy by a fucking fire. I did not see that
when I was researching this at all.
I'm like, of course.
Yeah.
Right? No. So she's like, what is this? You know what I mean? I imagine that would freak anybody out.
No, right? I get it. Because, my mother-in-law, I got my husband good. When she didn't live here, she used to come visit at Christmas every year. Mm-hmm. And she would have different things that she'd plan out for her and the girls to do. Well, I believe no, it wasn't our first Yule at the studio. It was a Yule with the people that do Pagans in the Park.
Okay.
And I was attending that, and I was taking the girls with me, and I was like, hey, Corey, you got to take your mom out to dinner.
Oh, no.
I don't want to have to explain any of this. I don't want to have to explain. I just don't want to have to explain.
Right.
But then afterward, because during dinner, she got him to tell her where the girls and I were. And, so he let her know that we'd gone to a Yule dinner.
Mothers.
I know, right? So we get back from fucking Yule, and she's like, so how does it work? Do you sacrifice something to
yes,
something?
Bitch.
I did. I said, yeah, actually, every ritual we do.
You.
No, I went smart ass with it. I was like, every ritual we do. At Maybon, we sacrificed cornmeal to the grass to feed insects and to feed the earth. Tonight, we sacrificed ashes to the wind that we had written our intentions on and then burned so that, our New Year's stuff will come true, whatever. I was just like, I was such a, smiley, whatever. Yes, we do make sacrifices, but not of fucking animals and shit.
No. I mean, she had sent screenshots of, what you got, and I was like, of course it would be Beltane, right?
Of course.
Because Beltane's
the orgy. It's the orgy.
Yeah, it's the orgy. It is the orgy. Okay, I was
Beltane's the main fertility. It is all about fertility and fire and the sun, right? So Beltane is a Gaelic holiday. It's one of the, the 4 Gaelics, because
which would
Lunasa, Samhain, Emolk, and Beltane.
Yes.
Every time I mention another holiday when we're doing a holiday episode, I can no longer remember what holiday we're talking about.
I do love Beltane. It's one of my favorites. It is. It's beautiful.
I mean, yeah, you talk about Beltane as much as I talk about Ostara. I feel like honestly.
I mean, it's gorgeous.
It is gorgeous.
It's the outside is gorgeous.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was thinking it's a gorgeous time of year. All the flowers. I mean, it's May 1st. Traditionally, it's
the start of summer.
Yeah, exactly. You've got the warm weather, but it's not hot. You're not miserable.
Right.
It's warm. It's a nice, splendid change from winter. It means food's coming back again. Yep. Sometimes we've got berries already.
Oh, and the cows are being moved, at least in the
the cows are now. Being moved. Yeah. Because
we live in
that's part of
agriculture area, so the cows are being moved into. Yeah. It's actually really funny. I live down the road from a guy who has a huge garden, which this summer I will have to show you. And I have noticed for last year it was Maybon, and he was out standing. I don't think it was on purpose. I think he just knew. You know how gardeners do.
Yeah.
He was out standing with his cowboy hat looking at his garden. And I was like, he's thinking, I'm about ready to harvest, right?
Yeah.
Right. And last year, because we had moved into this house by this time last year, when it was planting season, he was standing out there looking at his garden again. So it's so funny. It's I don't think he realizes he does it on the holidays, but he does.
Hey, you know what? But the holidays are nature-based, and they are based on the wheel of the year, and it makes sense because a farmer pays more attention to the natural wheel of the year than that fucking calendar on the wall.
And cows are going to be having babies soon if they haven't already started, right? Yeah. Now is the time for dairy cows. I think they're going to have babies.
I think this is when they're going to start breeding and having babies. I think.
And then because they're moving them into the bigger pastures to spread out.
Yeah, and I feel like May is when I start seeing cow babies out in the field.
Oh my God, I love them. I love them so much.
Calves. I know there's a word for it. It's calves.
I love them. I'll tell you what, though. One time I was driving by, and this guy was putting the baby calves in a different fence. Not to be mean. He was weaning them. That mama did not like that.
I bet.
Oh my God. Neither cow liked that shit. It was loud. That's exactly what the fuck it was. I love that. And I think that's past Beltane. Maybe that's more Midsummer.
Fair enough.
It was fucking loud.
That's a movie to do. Sorry.
Midsummer.
Yeah.
It scares me. I want to watch Midsummer.
Oh, you haven't seen it?
I've watched up until the guy jumps off the...
Oh, God, yeah. No, I know. I understand.
No, actually, the scene that really got me was the opening with her sister. And that was the rough scene. Mm-hmm. I have anxiety. So here's my problem with Midsummer. I have panic attacks like that. I haven't since my son's been born, and I like to put it to, I have a son now, I don't have time to have a panic attack like that. So that's my mindset.
Yeah. No, I get
Not
that.
everybody has that mindset.
Yeah.
Me personally, it works for me.
Yeah.
So when I watched that movie, it was, I hate to use the word triggering, but it reminded me very much of the panic attacks that I have where she can't breathe. That's what I do. And so every time she would have one, it would almost like
you feel it. You physically feel it. I understand. I have that same problem with that movie.
Yeah.
I have a morbid love of that movie. Granted, I will know what's coming up and leave the room for certain things.
I hear she's a boss-ass bitch in the end.
I mean,
an evil boss-ass bitch, but...
You'd have to watch it. I don't want to paint her poorly. So, she's not a boss-ass. I mean, I am not trying to talk...
her, right?
Yes.
Well... No, I'm just kidding.
No, she doesn't do anything. She just doesn't save him.
Right, and he burns, right?
Yeah, but, I mean, so it's not that she's... I would not call her a boss-ass bitch. She is fucking traumatized, but she's also like, yeah, fuck him.
Yeah, man, he cheated on me.
I mean, so, like, I'm not dogging on her. That's why I'm like, I'm trying to choose my words carefully here. Mm-hmm. I'm not dogging on it, but it's not like she, like, stands up to him and this, that, or the other.
Lets it happen.
She just, like, it's like, they're gonna kill him, but she can save him, and she's just like,
nah. Like, why?
Like, she's, like, on the verge of tears. She's covered in fucking flowers. It's fucking awesome.
I saw a meme where
we can, like, fast forward, like I do with Pet Sematary with the sister's voice.
Oh, my God. Yeah, I hate Pet Sematary is scary. It's not...
Oh,
it's not the sister's voice. It's when the little boy dies.
Yeah, no.
But,
I mean, for me, it's the sister's voice. Let us be 100% clear. It's the voice.
I saw a meme where underneath her, like, you've got her and
I mean, the adult sister, for those listening. Maddie knows who I'm talking about. But you guys might think I'm talking about the little kid. She does not scare me. It's the mom's sister who has, like, the disease. Yeah.
Did they ever say what was wrong?
It's like, it's either cystic fibrosis or...
where are their parents?
Where? Who's her? I don't know. Yeah, those two.
Right,
I don't know. Like, you let your sick daughter torture the other daughter.
Right. But underneath the meme of the girl from Midsummer with her shit on, it was like that thing from Arrested Development, where she was like, good for her.
Yes, I feel that way watching. I do. And if you've seen it, you probably understand what I mean. I feel that way watching it. But I mean, that's also like, I cry joys of tear at, I cry tears of joy.
I'm sorry.
It's late. It's been a long day for me, guys. Yeah. But, I cry tears of joy at the end of, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, when the Manson people get killed, and Sharon Tate gets to have her baby.
Oh my God, it's a happy ending.
To have her baby.
Is it like a what if thing? I've never seen it.
Oh, okay, so Quentin Tarantino does this fun things with movies. I love Quentin Tarantino. And have you seen Inglourious Bastards?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay, so you know it's not real real history, fiction, right? Yeah, it's fiction. And they kill the Nazis, and they kill Hitler, right?
Yeah, right.
So Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, it's that kind of movie. It's about the time frame when the Manson family did their killings. Except they don't do their killings because Brad fucking Pitt and Leonardo DiCaprio are so good. Sponsor us.
I'm sorry, but Brad Pitt's in this one too. Oh, that makes me so excited because he's in Inglourious Bastards.
Yeah, he is. But like, I love Leo in this one. Leo's in it. Brad's in it. Brad and Leo are so good in it, and that is part of why I love that movie. But also because I have
she was so far.
I have a thing for cults, guys. It's not that I want to be in a cult.
It makes me physically sick.
I like to research cults. I like to know about them. So I have a thing for cults. And I have a personal affront against the ones that do bad things, like Jonestown and the Mansons and fucking Waco. Like, there's just certain things, they rub me wrong, and I know more about those than others. You would say it's because they're more popular. I would say it's because of the fuck-uppedness. But anyway, so because I really kind of hate the Manson thing so much. And my parents are from that. Like, my dad, he's still angry about the Manson murders. Like, he's the one that introduced me.
She was very pregnant.
Sharon Tate begged them. I can't even.
I'm sorry, I'm going to get
sick. It doesn't matter. But this is why it doesn't matter. At the end of the movie, I legitimately cry. Because the first time I saw it, I was like, wait, Sharon Tate gets to have her baby. And I like start crying, and my kids and my dad are like, what the fuck is wrong with you? And I'm just like, Sharon Tate gets to have her fucking baby, and I know how much that means to her, and I'm so happy for her. And I love Quentin Tarantino for making that happen, even though it's not real. Oh my God, I'm gonna cry. Like, that's how much I love that movie. It makes me so emotional. And I don't know why we got off on that topic.
Well, we were talking... I don't know, but I do like Quentin Tarantino. Yeah, I love his Django movie.
Oh yeah, and Django's the same way, because the little guy kills the good guy, or not the good guy. The little guy kills the big bad guy in the end, and it's just like Inglourious Bastards. They kill Hitler,
but then he's got to add that little bit of comedy into it too.
Oh, of course, Oh yeah,
like Inglourious Bastards. First of all, I don't know if you know the guy that plays not the Jew, I'm so sorry. The Nazi.
Which one?
The one in the beginning when he goes in and he touches that girl's wrist, or he goes in and he's like, "Hey, how you doing?"
The little guy from Water for Elephants?
Maybe. He's like, "Hey, how you doing?" Finds out there's Jews, kills them all.
He
won a fucking Oscar for that role. I'm pretty sure. Or he won some sort of award because he played such an amazing fucking Nazi. And I don't say that with love in my heart.
I can't say that with think respect of Milk the same way. I say that with
respect of the actor.
No, I get
because
it.
Fuck.
But do you understand what I mean? Like, I see Milk differently because of that guy.
Really? I do. Mean, he's a great actor.
Like, in the beginning, he goes to the milk farm, and he's... It's Shoshana's family. Like, I love Inglourious Bastards, trust me. Like, the Quentin Tarantino movies that flip history, especially in places where it's dear to my heart, like World War II. Oh, yeah, I know that movie like the back of my fucking
I don't know why German accents are so funny to me. I think it's because I can't do one.
Poor Shoshana, though. Like, when he's like, you need the creme fraiche on your fucking whatever. And she's like, you killed my whole family and you don't know who I am. And I'm sitting here having dessert with you and smoking a cigarette with you in this fancy fucking restaurant.
Is that German?
That was like French. Oh, I don't know. Maybe it was Italian. I don't know.
He's like, these Nazis. I mean, is that French? I don't know.
Are we trying to do a German?
I'm trying to do German.
Okay. Bitte. I know. These are the German words I know because my kid took German. I can't do, man. We all know I can't do accents. I'll save everybody the pain tonight. So anyway, I can't remember the point, but I think the point was me understanding something you were saying, and just I feel that way about that movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love it when I love seeing history change for
I will have to watch that one because I love Django. I'm not gonna lie.
It's very graphic.
Oh, it is. But it's really fucking good.
Yeah.
Leo.
I'm telling you that.
God, Leo's in that one too. Yeah. Brad Pitt's not in that one, but so I'm seeing the pattern.
Yeah, Quentin Tarantino likes to work with who Quentin Tarantino likes
I read like when he when he started bleeding everywhere, that was really blood. He wasn't supposed to be bleeding. Like when he slammed his fist on the table.
In which movie? Wait, which movie are we talking?
Django. Okay. Yeah, he wasn't. He just started bleeding. So like, and he just went.
I read that he didn't like his lines.
I know, and Samuel Jackson was like,
fucking just say him.
It's okay, it's okay.
Yeah.
I love Samuel L. Jackson.
Also, like, if I ever were to, like, get divorced or something, I would try to be Leo's anything.
I love Leo. I can't.
Not in
that
Leo.
movie. Not in that movie, though. He was really...
No. I'm sorry. I'm back to thinking of Once Upon a Time in Hollywood in my defense. Because Leo is one of the heroes.
Wait. I have to watch that. Because Leo and Django, holy
Yeah, but I was saying that movie's pretty graphic. But I guess Django was pretty graphic, too, so...
Right. Well, Inglourious Bastards as well.
Yeah, true.
Brad Pitt
But
did really
just,
good, though, when he
you
was
know.
talking about killing Nazis. Yeah, I don't know.
I love
am a
his
fan.
awful Tennessee accent.
Quentin
Killing Nazis.
I know, right? Also, like, no offense, like, Quentin Tarantino is the funniest looking motherfucker I've ever seen. Oh, are you attracted to him?
Oh, God, no.
Okay, I was like, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to offend you.
No.
But he, like, has, like, his, like, he, like, writes himself into the movie. And then, like in Django, he straight up kills.
I was picturing vampire him from Dusk Till Dawn, which is even weirder looking. It, like, accentuates the way that he looks weird. So that's what my face was doing.
Didn't even know who the fuck that guy was. I just knew him from the meme of the weird looking fucking guy that's just, like, standing there. I was like, oh shit, that's Quentin Tarantino. That's who that guy is? He's fucking weird.
Oh, God. Yeah, I'm not a Quentin himself fan, but I do like some of his movies.
Yeah, they're good. They're good.
I do.
I mean,
I won't talk about the ones I don't like, but I will talk about the ones I do like.
Not for the faint of heart, that's for sure, but they're fucking good.
Well, but I mean, some are. Like, Four Rooms isn't... See,
I've never seen that one.
Four Rooms is so good. Oh my God, it's one of his earlier works. Reservoir Dogs, I mean, it's not terrible. It's not... It's like... Oh, it's good. Mr. Pink. Mr. Orange. Mr. Blonde. You'd have to... I'm not going to... The whole episode would be explaining that movie, so no.
So back to Beltane. Less about Quentin Tarantino.
Yeah. I don't remember. But anyway, so Fires of Beltane.
Do Midsommar? Is that where we got off?
Oh, Midsommar is where we got off, but not because he did it. Something about...
I imagine if it was him, it would have been 10 times better. Let's be clear. I think the movie probably would have been 1,000 times better if it was a Quentin Tarantino movie.
Oh, no, I don't think... I think you'd lose a lot of the subtleties.
Oh, you think so?
I do. I think it's a good movie. I just... The two scenes that you mentioned are the worst part.
Really?
Yeah. And I feel like if you can just fast forward through those, you can probably get through it. I don't know. We'll see.
It's more the panic attacks. It's less those scenes and more just her reactions to those scenes where she's like and can't fucking breathe and shit. And I think there's a whole scene where she like can't breathe and she's like and then they all start doing it with her. I feel like that shit would fuck me up. I'd be like, help me, motherfucker! You're not helping me!
No, it's actually... Okay, so I see it in a different way because I'm looking at it from a very beautiful way of, like, communal mourning.
Uh-huh.
Because the scene you're talking about where she's, like, she's crying. It's not that she can't breathe. She's crying so fucking hard. And when you're crying that hard, it is hard to breathe, right? But it's that, like, it's that sobbing, and it's actually just, like... I think... Is that one?
When her boyfriend is cheating on her.
I think. And it's also weird because, like, when her boyfriend's cheating on her, the chick he's fucking, like, there's a group of women in a circle around them, and they're all, like, breathing with her, and it's really
is he cheating on her by consent, or is he cheating on her because he's drugged?
He got spelled.
Okay. So
he ate this bitch's pubic hair and drank her menstrual blood.
That is witchcraft. That is
witchcraft. Yeah, he got spelled. This is why he's cheating on her. Like, so it is not fully willing, but it is fully willing.
I'm sorry.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like, he's been checking this chick out. He's picking up what she's putting down, and he's not, like, telling her no.
Very, very, like, American Horror Story, Roanoke, fucking that one bitch doesn't want to, but does.
Yeah!
You know?
Yeah! In a way, yeah.
Witches be crazy.
They do, especially redheaded ones. Who knew? Anywho.
Anyway, for real about Beltane. Okay, like, so the cows, they're breeding, and they're being moved into the, like, into larger pastures because it's warmer now, so we don't have to keep them all bunched up and close together, you know what I mean? They can run and frolic. And
like, really, we're mostly celebrating the sun coming back, right? Exactly. That's why, like, because, like, I don't know about you, but yes, Maypole is an association, but I think Beltane, I think fire.
Really?
Yeah.
Really? You know, I'm like that with Mavon, you know, but I think that's because, I don't know. When I think fire, I understand why fire is mostly in the warmer months because we're celebrating the sun, and the sun is,
You think of it for the cold.
For the cold.
I get that. And I was going to say, I think that's probably more of a cultural thing because you have bonfires in the fall. Mm-hmm. You don't have bonfires in May necessarily, right? Mm-hmm. But they do in Ireland.
Right. Well, it's probably fucking cold
right,
there.
It probably is cold there.
Maybe not cold to them, but it's cold to us.
But, the ancient people literally saw fire as a way to entice the sun, right? Oh, look, we're celebrating you. Come back. You know what I mean? So, that's definitely where
very caveman-ish.
Yeah. But, fire is a huge part of Beltane celebrations of old. Uh-huh. They even, there's a...
Oh, absolutely. It's a fire fucking festival.
Yeah. It literally means bright fire.
I believe
That's what Beltane means, just so you know.
Yeah, I believe I had read that there would be a fire here and a fire there, and they would walk their cattle through each of the fires.
That's why I was bringing up the fires. You're talking about the cattle going out to the fields.
So is it burning season, or is burning season over? Burning season has to be over because they've planted.
I would think burning season is over, but again, the fires really just have to do with the celebrating the sun and the fertility piece, right? Because this is the fertile time of year for the earth, for the animals, for everybody. It is party time.
So if you get pregnant now as a human, what's 9 months from now?
Okay, so it's bad fertile time for humans, actually.
Okay.
Well, no, but yes. So if we're May, right? So that's the 5th month, and what's 3 months before? That's February. So you get pregnant in May. Hey, I had a May Day baby. You get pregnant in May, you're due in February, which is a terrible time.
Yeah.
Well, it's the very end of winter. Right. So it's not a terrible time, but if you get pregnant between
we're speaking
Beltane,
historically
right?
speaking,
but if you get pregnant between Beltane and midsummer, that is the optimum time to have your kid
because
it'll be born.
February.
After between Emulk and Ostara, probably.
Right. Which would be
and that's warm. Right. It's starting to get warm. Food's starting to grow. And it'll be easy to take care of your baby and keep it healthy and happy until the cold part of the year. And your baby's going to be as old as it possibly can
exactly, about
at that point.
So I guess we could say we're going into human breeding season.
Yeah, we are.
We
are.
Historically
but that's why
speaking.
It's a fertility festival. Historically speaking, and I think even, this is a pretty big, isn't May the biggest wedding season?
Is it?
I'm pretty sure.
It may be.
Maybe that's just in my head, but for me, May and weddings, they go hand in hand. And historically, like you just said, they do. Historically. With Beltane, with in the Slavic lands, we have Krasnaya Gorka. And it's all about ancestor worship and weddings.
Right. So we're all about tying the knot.
Yeah.
Or not.
Because hand fastings were pretty... Well, that was tying the knot, but it was a year and a day back then.
Right.
You tied the knot, and then the next May Day, you were like, hey, we staying together?
So I guess this would be a great time for goats and for cattle to...
absolutely.
Because at that point, now, you get pregnant... Now you have the baby.
You're going to have a pretty healthy,
big calf.
Yeah, at the end
or
a
cow.
By the time it's cold again and that thing has to survive the winter.
Right.
Yes,
right. And then you eat its mother, and then it has another baby. Right. Whoops. But that's what it's.
But
historically speaking.
But it makes sense in every way, both naturally and historically.
Well, it makes sense now that I think about it, because wouldn't weaning season be around Maybon, and Maybon's around the time that they would have dry meats and things like that for the winter time, and then the young cattle.
The young cattle are what they would take care of through the winter. Yeah, exactly.
Crazy how our ancestors
had it all figured out. They knew shit because they fucking worship nature. Go figure.
Right.
Go figure.
Oh, one of the
Worshipping
things
nature would be good for us.
Right.
Who'da thunk? Who'da thunk? Sorry, I'm a smart aleck tonight.
No, it's okay. One of the things I talked about with Amber as well, I was like, oh, you should do this. It's too fucking hot nowadays. Which was, people would, like, in certain villages, they would put out their house fire. Like, their heart.
Yes, they would take the Beltane fire.
And then relight it with the Beltane fire. And that was a blessing for the whole town. And it kind of connected the people. I was like, Amber, you could totally do that. But it's fucking hot.
Yeah.
I bet your house would get so hot with a fire and fucking light.
Yeah, it would be like my first Christmas in this house where it was like...
way too much.
It was like 60-something degrees out. But it was my first year in a long time with a fireplace. So me and my dad, my brother, my kids, we're all sitting around in our t-shirts, doors and windows open, full fire in the fireplace though, because it was Christmas and I wanted my fire.
Right.
My brother was sweating and he's like, "You're fucking ridiculous." And I was like,
Take this
"Yes,
shit out."
I am.
Right.
And you're welcome for the Christmas shirt that you have, sir.
Maybe you could light a candle in your home.
Yeah,
I'm like, honestly, now that I think about that could work for people without fireplaces, maybe. Yeah. If you have a bonfire pit or even a chimney, light a candle with that flame and then bring it into your house and light another candle on your altar.
Oh, absolutely. Because, I mean, like, even candle flame was big for, I had read this thing about fucking called in Ireland they would make May bushes. They would take like branches or thorns and like put them together and decorate it with like flowers and berries, and then something called rush lights, which I had to look up because I'd never heard of a rush light. Mm-hmm. So it's what like poor people used to use that couldn't afford candles because like wax was expensive. So you would take the part of this rush plant, you would dip it in grease or fat, and it was like a cheap candle, and so like they would decorate these May things with that, and so you could, they would light the fires on their little rush lights, and I think possibly it would make sense if they lit it from the Beltane fire, because in some areas, or historically speaking, or both of those things are accurate to the statement, I'm not sure which, all of the fires in the city would go out, and then they would just have like the one main Beltane fire, so then people would take the Beltane fire home and relight, like you said. But they would purposefully put their fire out so they could take it home. Yes. Which is like really cool.
I do. I think that's a really cool...
I think it's really cool. I also like that I read that people would go to holy wells.
Oh, yeah.
Just like they did for Emo,
like
which I love that.
There's like a whole-ass well I want to go to so bad. It's like the well of something. It starts with a W. I share their shit all the time. It's so beautiful. It's ancient. The Red Well. It's in England, I believe, or it's in the UK for sure. Huh. And like the water runs red because of the iron content. Oh. And it's...
probably not good to drink.
Oh, no. But it's great. Like, it's really neat. It's like a whole ass fairy garden.
That's cool. That's fucking cool. I like that. Speaking of fairies, they are celebrated at Beltane.
Yes.
It is thought that the veil is thin at Beltane. So the fae creatures can be seen and interacted with, and it's a good time to celebrate them.
Yes, and I believe they left offering for them as well.
They did. Yeah.
They didn't call them the fae. I think it was like Sith. Sith.
That is a form of Gaelic word for fae. Yeah. Uh-huh. That is actually also she, Sidhe, is a Gaelic word for fairy, which I originally, you said Sith, and my brain heard she, because,
I said Sith and I thought Star Wars. You know what I mean? Like,
most people probably do.
But Amber and I went to a really cool Beltane ritual, which was great. It was gorgeous. It was, what is it? What?
ADF?
ADF, so it's Gaelic. And they talked about
I can't say what that stands for. Literally don't.
Is that how you pronounce it? Sheed?
The sheed?
And there's like a guardian, an earth guardian, and there's a tree spirit. Oh my God, there's so many cool things.
Such a wonderful ritual. I really love participating in the ADF rituals.
Oh, me too.
I greatly enjoyed participating in the Beltane one and the Ostara one. the other one that I went to, I didn't participate in. I was just one of the people there, but I really enjoy participating.
They always have
with
milk
the
and
parts.
honey and cream.
Oh, for the fae.
For the fae or the sheed. The sheed, that's what they leave as offering. I imagine that's probably what they left as offering back then as well.
Yeah, well, because I mean, it's very connected. Those things are connected. Yeah. But I like that they think the veil is thin, and that's why they celebrate the fae this time of year. I find that very interesting.
Oh, yeah. Also, like, it makes sense to me as, like, someone who works with nature. I mean, if nature's at its most, I don't want to say most bountiful because we're not there yet. It's most fertile.
Right.
You know, the nature's
it's
here.
waking up and it's fully in its...
We've got like a nutcracker situation, but it's not winter time. Right. All the fae are coming out of the flowers, not the snow. And they're like,
that's what I'm thinking. Like, they're the ones that got everything kickstarted. They're like, we want our flowers.
And they're ballerinaing over and the flowers are coming. And I realize I am very like love and lighting these fairies. But hey, they're my imagination. I can. Like, they're doing ballet. And you hear Swan Lake. Oh, that's Shrek. But you know.
Oh my God.
But I love
thinking of the fae in love and light ways. I just don't like acting like they're love and light.
Exactly.
Does that make sense? You know, fae mafia. It's a thing.
When I see the fairies, I love imagining them dancing ballet.
Yeah.
Like, I love it.
I can definitely dig that because you brought up the Nutcracker.
Yes.
And the Sugar Plum Fairy is one of my favorite Christmas songs ever. Like,
right.
I sometimes will change my ringtone to the Sugar Plum Fairy for Christmas time.
I'm not so much a Nutcracker fan, I'm not gonna lie. My sister fucking ruined it for me because she
Barbie?
watched it. Yep. So many fucking times. So I'm a Swan Lake bitch. But I think there's fairies in the Swan Lake.
Are there? I'm not as familiar. I've seen both of those things of Barbies.
I love the Barbie version. They're the best version.
I actually got to, my friend's family we went to the Nutcracker ballet, like the ballet.
Was it beautiful?
It was, and I was only like 11 or 12.
But
so I don't think I fully
understood. Barbie one is nice, and the ballet one is fucking horrible. I mean, ending wise.
I mean, again, 12 years old, so if you think I remember that ending at the end of like a 4-hour ballet.
She dies.
Sure don't.
It's like a really shitty ass fucking Mother Goose ending.
Fair enough. I grew up on Mother Goose, though, so, you know.
Like, I mean, but you know what I mean. Like, I'm pretty sure she fucking dies because the prince does fall for the trick of the witch who's dressed as her. So she fucking falls and she dies. And that's some fucking bullshit there. But I love ballet.
I got to see that in, like, real life. I want to say it was the Russian ballet because I lived up north at the time. I'm not positive. I've told Corey, like, homeboy, Russian ballet comes to that Pittsburgh, you got to take me.
Right.
Like, you got to take me. I need to see the Russian ballet before I die.
This is not ballet, but my husband and I were listening to Broadway yesterday because we're Broadway bitches. Like, we listen to that shit all the time, especially when we're cleaning.
I don't.
And I just have to say, when I'm cleaning, I'm on Broadway. Okay? Like, I'm in
when
that
I'm
bitch.
cleaning, I'm like the main character of some movie with an 80s montage. Like, no, absolutely, 100%.
I am on Broadway. Like, I'm like over there, like, maybe this time. And my husband's you're being really passive aggressive.
Okay, I do the same thing, but again, it's an 80s montage in my head.
But the video that we had clicked on was Antonio Banderas as the fucking Phantom in Phantom of the Opera. Oh, Lord, nice. He played that role like you would not believe. He is the Phantom in my mind. But then again, we were also listening to, like, I think it was, like, Lucky Girl or some shit, which is like, don't rain on my parade.
I love that song.
Like, and I sing that shit with feeling. Like, if I'm singing Chicago.
Oh, yeah, like, Oh, yeah.
Like, I'm
understand.
acting that shit out.
Yeah. No, I mean, like, I 100% understand and feel you. I'm just not a Broadway bitch. Because I will be singing You Don't Own Me like I'm straight out of First Wives Club.
Right. You don't
like,
own me.
You don't own me. I'm not one of your little toys.
They're like, Mama's singing again.
Yeah, you just hear, bam, door shut. So I turn it up because now nobody's around for me to bother.
I was actually dancing with Theodore to Mama, Welcome to the 60s. Oh, oh, oh. From the Hairspray original. And Theodore fucking loved it.
That's awesome.
I was like, come on,
I am
Theodore,
such a Ricky Lake
60s.
fan. I love Ricky Lake. I love that. I love that he likes Hairspray.
Hates Hairspray. He doesn't hate Hairspray. He hates that the songs get stuck in his head. And he'll be randomly fucking
like
singing.
them then.
Right?
Just
like
the
he'll
songs.
be randomly singing shit like Miss Baltimore Crabs. I'm like, are you Miss Baltimore Crabs, Bryson? But my personal favorite one is Big Blonde and Beautiful. I think that's so funny. Oh my god.
Oh god. I don't know that I have a favorite song out of Hairspray. I do have a favorite dance, and it's The Roach.
Oh my god.
When Miss Tina Turnblad, she's in her dress all covered in roaches. I love that. I love that. I do love me some Ricky Lake. I grew up on Ricky Lake, and then she had a talk show, and I watched the fuck out of that. Oh my god.
The movie's so funny. Like,
she was Mrs. Winterbourne with fucking Shirley MacLaine. My uncle used to do Shirley MacLaine as drag.
Oh, yeah. Hairspray is so horrible, but so funny. Like, there's, like, a whole scene where Zac Efron's like, I love you despite your size. I'm like, oh my god, Zac Efron.
Shut the fuck up.
Right.
Like,
he's like,
you don't have to
I'll
say
bring
it that
you
way.
a snack. I'm like, oh my god.
You are a snack.
Right? Stop.
Not really. I don't have a thing for Zac Efron.
I do.
Okay, but that's fine. I just wanted to be clear. I just wanted to be clear because we do talk about. There's nothing wrong with having a thing for Zac Efron.
You know what Zac Efron has in
I feel
Hairspray,
like
though?
I'm too old for him, but
He is my age.
Yeah. So
you know what he has in Hairspray and in his new movie? Black hair and blue eyes.
Oh, black hair and blue eyes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, I just picture him with a mullet, and it feels like it would fit. Like, I don't know. I just feel like he could rock a mullet. Not in a good way. He would look like right in a mullet.
I won't watch his Ted Bundy movie because
I don't want to
watch
it,
but god damn, Ted Bundy's a horrible person, and Zac Efron's so sexy, and I don't want to be attracted to him.
Yup.
You know what I mean?
Yup. I don't want to keep I'm not... brain, don't say the thing. It's
Don't
not
say
about
Ted
you.
Bundy's attractive.
No.
Oh my god, wait.
No.
Oh, right.
It's about a different serial killer, and I don't want to say
I wanted to make sure I was saying the proper name, because I was like, okay, I got him confused with Al Bundy for a minute. Man, fuck him.
I love Al Bundy.
I hate Al Bundy. He's so horrible.
I don't give a fuck. I love that show. I love that actor. I
love the actor. I've seen his newer stuff. He's handsome as an older man. I mean, I think he was always handsome in that sort of kind of my type, I guess, because I guess he didn't have any hair, did he? And he kind of had that type of... Yeah,
I guess I could see that.
I mean, like, because I have a thing for Caputo on Orange is the New Black, too. Oh my fucking god!
That's why we were talking about Ben Affleck in the last episode. I was like, yeah, of course I think he's hot. He is my type. I have a type. It's tall and dark-haired.
And he's got them beautiful eyes.
God, he does. Oh, anyway, Beltane. So I do want to mention that, ancient times, they always had fires for Beltane. Mm-hmm. That died out in, by the something hundreds. Mm-hmm. But then this dude in Edinburgh, Angus Farquhar,
I don't mean to laugh, but, damn, Angus. He's a... Yeah. That's an Irish name if I ever heard
Scottish.
one. Well, that's a fucking Scottish name if I ever heard one.
Angus Farquhar which makes me think of Lord Farquaad. But Angus Farquhar on Calton Hill brought back the Beltane fires as of 1988, and he ran them through 1992. And then there was now there is an actual Beltane Fire Society that has an annual. So goals, we gotta Beltane it awesome. Up in Edinburgh one year.
That's awesome. Oh yeah.
Because it used to be free, but now it's such a big event, you have to pay admission, but whatever. They have 8,000 to 12,000 people come every year or something. It's a huge thing.
It's like Burning
in Scotland,
Man.
yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
We should do a whole episode
Shit, I don't want to go to Scotland's
Man.
Burning Man.
Oh, no.
Wait, which Burning Man are you talking about?
Well, the original, or the one in the desert, right? There's one in the
Okay, so you're talking about
American.
That. I was thinking, when you say Burning Man and we're talking about Scotland, have you seen the Nick Cage movie where he gets sacrificed and...
No.
I can't finish talking then.
Wait, what's it called?
The Wicker Man. The Wicker Man. It's called The Wicker Man.
I've heard of it. I hear it's not necessarily scary, but it's
a psychological.
Yeah, it's a thriller horror.
Yeah.
No, I have not seen it because I heard that it was
Well, because there's an actual ancient tradition of putting people inside of a big, large effigy of the Green Man and burning it, right?
Absolutely.
I think that's where eventually we got Burning
Man.
Yeah,
that's where Burning Man came from, unfortunately. Unfortunately. Fortunately.
Yeah, it's illegal to do that in America, guys.
Right. Not unfortunately.
Nobody's going out into the desert just burning a bunch of folks.
Right.
Well, I mean, maybe somebody is.
Maybe they're burning
That's called
something.
a serial killer.
Right.
Yeah, at Burning Man, they're burning something, but it's not.
I want to go to Burning Man.
I
just want to experience it. Actually, you know what? No, I don't. Because I'm actually in a group. I'm in a group for a festival, the Rainbow Festival that I got invited to.
Mm-hmm.
Do you understand? Every time the Rainbow Festival comes about, almost every post in that group is people looking for people who have gone missing while they were supposed to have been at the Rainbow Festival.
Damn.
And it's either because they don't have service and they can't get a hold of them, or they got a ride from someone they didn't know. Every single post in this group is, can you help me find this person? Can you help me find this person? That's fucking terrifying.
Yeah.
So I imagine going to a big festival like that, like Burning Man is probably comparable to that size, and it's in the desert. I don't want to get lost.
So part of it has to do with the level of secrecy, because with Rainbow, that's a thing where you've got to have an invite. It's not just known where it's at. Mm-hmm. You got to know somebody to get in, right? I don't think Burning Man works that way. Maybe I'm wrong, but I think you can find out. But what I was going to say is, as an older individual who has less capacity to take other people's shit, I don't know how much of a bunch of young 20-year-olds running around all fucked up being wow, I can take, unless I'm on a lot of acid with
now
Ashley.
You're making me feel bad. I'm getting old. I gotta go now. I gotta go now.
Yeah, you're probably.
Well,
now you gotta take a lot of acid and join in. That's the thing is, I would have to have some psychedelics I'd have to have some kind of something to have me not completely sober to deal with that kind of bullshit. But also, I feel I'd have to have a compatriot with me. I'd have to have a compadre of some sort.
Well, I'm fucking depressed because I'm not going to be able to fucking go now. Because I'm sure you are totally correct in the sense where it'd be oh yeah, this is so fucking cool when I'm young. And now I'm getting older and now I got kids and I can't go until they're
older, and then you're going to be annoyed by all the young people. Yeah, no, that's where I'm at.
I've got to go now. I'm only 6 months pregnant. I've got time.
When is Burning Man? I feel I think you're going to be preoccupied around the same time.
Right. Damn it.
Oh my God.
That fucking sucks. I'm fucking hormonal.
Oh, you're missing stuff. It'll be, yeah, it's life. It goes through different phases. Just like the Green Man and Cernunnos, who are celebrated at May Day and or Beltane. And I couldn't find a specific goddess, just that, like, obviously we celebrate the goddess. Mm-hmm. But I didn't see a specific goddess named for Beltane worship, did you?
No, I just know that at the Gaelic rituals that you and I have been to, they brought in Danu.
Yeah, they did bring in Danu.
Who is the mother goddess, which would make sense.
That would make sense. She's the mother goddess.
I think she's also the goddess of wells, unless I'm wrong. She's the goddess of earth and some form of water. I'm pretty sure it's sacred well.
That would make sense.
Is Bridget Scottish or Irish?
I mean, she's from that. She is a goddess. She's a Celtic goddess, just like these other entities we're talking about.
Don't quote me on that. I think I'm correct, but if I'm wrong, I don't want to say that.
Yeah. But because Brigid was the goddess of holy waters, but that doesn't mean there couldn't be another goddess associated with holy waters.
I think
right?
this was specifically wells.
Something. Oh, the May Queen. So in the Wiccan tradition, the May Queen fights the Winter Queen. She takes over. She pairs with the Green Man or Cernunnos or Jack in the Green, and she becomes impregnated with the
Oh, right. So this is the modern neo-pagan.
Yeah, just in the Wiccan tradition.
Yes.
In case you're Wiccan and you listen to us, we want you to know we include you.
Yes, I love this. I'm not going to lie. I actually love this one.
Yeah.
Personally, when I follow the holidays, I guess I would go more towards, personally, just me, the Wiccan, which is right now the god and goddess are getting it on. She's gonna get pregnant, and then I think Samhain is when she's super pregnant, and Yule's when the sun god is born, and that's when the oak or the holly god takes over from the oak king.
No, that's when the Oak King takes back over. Because, right now,
it's the Holly
God. She gets pregnant with the Oak King, so the Holly God takes over until winter. Yes. And then the Oak King defeats the Holly King at that time, and he regains his reign. Because he is born at that time, and, I mean, I guess he is born
I think
formed,
that's
or
kind
however you want to look at it.
Well, it's comparable to Christianity in the sense that a big man is defeated by a child, a baby. And again, in Yule, they're waiting for the birth of the Son of God, and we're waiting for the birth of the Sun God. Yeah. So it's all very similar, which we'll probably discuss more on our Yule episode. I don't think we did one last year.
Well, we weren't around yet.
Right.
We get our first go at all the holidays this time, and then we'll listen to these episodes before next year and see what we missed.
For me, with Beltane, and you mentioned that aspect of it, because that is my favorite part, I see the god as this stag. And he's in rut.
Yeah.
Yes.
I can dig it.
The goddess is this little doe, hee hee. I don't know what the fuck do does make.
Yeah, no.
It's not hee hee.
Does the tail make a noise as it switches back and forth in the air? Come hither.
Right. And he's like, ooh, I don't know.
Come hither.
He's like, oh shit, is this a hunter? No.
And she's like, no, just fuck me, God. Damn.
Right. But when I think of the god and goddess of the forest, I think stag and deer myself. Not everybody does, but I do. But that's our region. That is our region.
I get it. And I don't think of them from an animal perspective at all. I think of it from a completely nature-based plant perspective.
Plants.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I was going to say, I see both human and I see the stag.
Yeah, no, I see it from a plant perspective, as far as the spirituality thing goes.
So they're the wind blows and they're whoo, pollen.
Right, no, but I mean, seriously, it's the flowers are opening.
Oh my God, they're the reason we have allergies.
I know, they're coming everywhere and I'm oh, sorry, that had to have been really loud. Right. Sorry, guys. Breathe. Yeah, but
I've got fucking flower jizz.
Yeah, exactly. My nose and lungs are coated in flower cum.
Right, gross. It's gross, but it's it's not because it's not sex like human.
Right.
So it's not
but I mean, Yeah, if it was sex, like if it was human sperm, I would have a problem.
I'd be like swimming to work.
Yeah. God. Oh. And it would be sticky and warm.
It's jizz season.
And it smells like salt. Ew.
Amber, stop!
I'm just saying.
Oh my god.
I mean, I'm sorry. My point was, I see it from a plant perspective because, like, all the plants are coming in bloom and they're like, they're opening up and they can cross-pollinate now and all this other
flowers
stuff.
look like vaginas.
Yeah, exactly. They do. Well, they look like, and they have both sex organs in there. Like, part of it looks like a vagina, part of it looks definitely like a dick.
To me, it looks like a tiny clitoris.
Oh, yeah. Some of them do.
Yeah.
But some of them, like
a dick.
some of them have, like, a full-blown dick, and then they got the little thing over here. And
flowers are
flowers, yeah. They're
okay,
very
have you ever
magical.
stopped to think that, like, flowers and trees and shit are just, like, Earth's version of Avatar? Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm not
I
high,
haven't
guys.
seen the movie.
It's like
if you're referencing the movie. I've seen The Last Airbender, the cartoon.
Oh no, that's lame.
No, that's
I'm talking
not
about
lame.
the blue movie.
Okay, that's lame.
What?
Last Airbender's amazing.
Okay, well, I don't. I'm
No.
assuming you haven't seen Avatar because of the hype. Is that it?
It's just not something I was interested in.
Pocahontas. It's literally Pocahontas. It is like literally humans go to this earth to this world, and I'm so sorry.
Take over and shit.
Yes,
right?
yes, and he has to go be with the tribes, and the tribes teach him their ways, and you know. He ends up falling in love with one. It's literally Pocahontas.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, his name I'm pretty sure is John Smith.
Yeah, I like the actor. He's in an Australian crocodile movie.
He's fucking amazing.
Well,
and the actor Zoe, what's her name? She's in Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah, Zoe Saldana.
She's fucking. Oh, it's so amazing. And I just like how
you also have to understand, like, some of the movies that I haven't seen, they came out when my kids were your kids' ages, so I wasn't going to see the movies.
Yeah, oh no.
And there wasn't Netflix with streaming services or anything like that back then. It was you went and saw it in the movie theater. Or you rented it. And if I wasn't particularly interested, I wasn't renting it.
It's so, like, basically they worship the, not Earth, but their planet. They follow a Mother Earth type goddess as well, and he learns from her, and, like, he learns their way. It's literally Pocahontas, but alien. And there's a bad guy who's like that fat fuck in the cartoon with the stupid-ass dog. You know who I'm talking about? He's like... savages. You know what I mean? Like, he's like that fat fucking loser, and he's like English, and he's like, we gotta kill the savages.
Oh, in the cartoon.
Yes, in the cartoon.
Movie. I was like, I went to The Last Airbender again, and I was like, I remember a dog.
And he's got like, he has...
Okay, the guy from Pocahontas.
Yeah, there's that guy. It's literally almost word for word Pocahontas. Like, it's
fair enough.
amazing.
I just, like, never had an interest in seeing it, and then, like, I did hear a bunch of stuff about it, so I was like, I don't need to see it. But, like, what about the trees? Because you were saying it's almost like
my
the
god,
trees
they
in
connect.
Avatar.
Okay, so basically, like, the trees of Avatar are, like, they move. Like, it's so weird. It's so hard to explain. I can't explain it to you if you've never seen it, but, like, some of the trees, like, when they pollinate, they, like, have, like, jellyfish-type petals that go and land on, like, a different... It's really cool. You just gotta see it. I mean,
I was about to sound so crazy. You were like, the trees, they move. I was like, I mean, our trees move too.
I know. That's why I'm like, it's like Avatar, but we're on Earth. And nobody's blue. And it's like, oh, there's a scene where this... Mama.
I would also like to be blue, to be clear.
Oh,
it's
like,
my favorite color. Would love
like,
that shit.
There's a scene where this, like, mama, it's, like, almost like a leopard, but it's not. It's, like, because it's alien, attacks him, and she jumps in and saves him and kills it, and she's so sad because she's like, she did not have to fucking die, but she had to die because your ass is here. And it's, like, all, like, nature-based. Oh, it's
love it.
So cool. He's like...
See, that's my jam.
Oh,
I like nature-based.
Like, it's crazy.
I like the actor enough because, like I said, he's in Rogue, and I love
Oh, my God, it's got Sigourney Weaver in it.
Fucking hot.
Sigourney Weaver's in it? Oh, my God, yeah.
Well, you could have started with that. I would watch anything
she's
with Sigourney
definitely
Weaver.
in it as a fucking throwback to Alien. Like,
No. Plus, she was in Copycat. She's great in Copycat.
Oh, Sigourney Weaver, some old ass motherfucker I can't stand. Like they got it's got a great cast.
I could check it out. I mean, I have heard all the hype about it, but I love the nature-based things. So
oh my god, yeah, no, you've got that's like the whole point is learning their culture, and it's all nature-based. Like, and he learns like
it'll just make me regret being an Earthling, won't it?
Oh my god, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like it's
more
just,
than I already do.
The way like when they kill their animals to eat them, they like do it so they ride the animals. They don't break their horses. They connect, or like what we would call horses. They connect their spirits with them.
See? Yeah. I was telling you about Big John, right? The horse that I rode.
You don't break it.
You don't break it. You didn't need to use spurs on him, Big John's owner. He worked just fine. With nothing but love and understanding.
Right! That's exactly the point. All right,
oh
we
my
should
God,
probably wrap it up, though. I mean,
insane. Yeah. Also, if you want to get associations for Beltane in your house, red and white are the colors. Flowers, berries.
Oh my God!
Cakes,
You know what I'm seeing
mead,
everywhere?
honey.
What the fuck are those flowers? They mean internal love. Tulips. Tulips are everywhere right now.
Oh,
I'm seeing them everywhere.
Oh, and daffodils are just everywhere.
Popping up everywhere.
Oh, I love it.
So when I think Beltane, I think lots of tulips. I don't know if that's I don't imagine that flower correspondence will be the same in every region.
Right, yeah.
But here tulips are everywhere.
Oh, and apparently, speaking of flowers and regions, Beltane is the only time it is considered lucky to bring hawthorn blooms into your home.
Really?
Otherwise, it is unlucky to bring hawthorn into your home.
Huh.
I didn't know that.
I didn't know that either. I have some in my home. It's for heart.
Huh.
It's great for, which is funny because magically it's used for like, it can be used for love and masculinity. It's also really good for like cardiovascular health.
Well, and that makes sense because I think we've talked before in the how the associations magically and medicinally sometimes overlap, and which makes perfect sense.
Oh, I totally, yeah.
But if you want to tell us what you think about magical associations for Beltane or how they correspond with medicinal ones like we were just talking about, let us know on Twitter at Classiest Witches.
And if you haven't already, like and subscribe. If you're watching us on YouTube, we're trying to reach 65 subscribers. We are currently at 54, so a little bit more than 10. So help us reach our goal, please.
Please, we would love it.
Go ahead.
Yeah, speaking of loving things, thank you so much for your support. We appreciate you, Melissa, our patron. And if you want to see what we offer on Patreon, the link will be in the description. Why is that? I always want to say link in bio now, and it's not right.
I know. All right, well, thank you for sitting with us for a spell.
Bye.